we start off with Vinny from Sky Sports, please?
Afternoon, Carlo.
Hi.
First of all, is James Rodriguez fit to return?
Yeah, we have. Yes, we have practically all the squad available, apart from Richarlison, apart from Delph that had a little problem yesterday, but just for a few days is out. All the others are available.
How important is it, Carlo, to have James back in particular, just given that, as you say, Richarlison suspended and Everton's record says that they don't win when Richarlison doesn't play?
It is important to have not only James, to have Coleman back, to have Digne back, and so we can have a better squad, a better team, because it will be an important game and difficult game.
Carlo, is it surprising for you, though, that given the options that you have, that Everton generally don't win when Richarlison's not involved?
Richarlison is a really important player for us, but I think that we have to break this statistic that is not good, and we have to try to break this statistics tomorrow.
How important a point is this in the season for you as well, then, given the last two defeats, and this is the last chance to get back on track before an international break?
Yeah, it is a great opportunity tomorrow to forget that these two defeats, to stay at the top of the table. So it's a really important opportunity. Difficult because we know the Manchester United is a strong team, but is an opportunity, and we want to take this opportunity.
Do you see it as a good time to catch United as well after their recent two defeats, or given the spotlight that's fallen on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, are you expecting a big response from them as well?
But I think it's never a good moment to play against United because, as I said, it's a strong team, a team with experience, with a lot of quality. It's true that they were up and down in this first period of the season, but it's also true that some games they played really well. So we have to expect, for the fact that they lost the last two games, a team with strong motivation.
And at the same time, Carlo, how important are these games against sides that are going to be challenging for the European spots? Is there greater importance on these when that's something that you want to achieve yourselves?
Yeah, but I think that in this moment is too far the end of the season, and so we have to move forward from these two defeats that were not good, and to come back to play well and to show fighting spirit, and then we will see after.
I just want to ask you about Jordan Pickford as well, Carlo, because Gareth Southgate spoke about him yesterday and made it clear that he's still his number one, and that he's spoken to Jordan on the phone as well. I'm assuming your intention is still to name him in the starting lineup this weekend. So what has been your message to Jordan this week?
I have no message. I talk to him every day this week. We laugh. We were together. No message for him. He knows what to do tomorrow.
He definitely starts.
He start.
I mean, how would you describe it, his frame of mind then, Carlo, at the moment?
His
frame of mind.
Frame of mind is mentality.
Mentality.
It's a new word for me, this. His mentality is good. I don't want to change. I think that he's a good guy, funny guy. I don't want to change his mentality, his character. I think sometimes he did mistake because he thought too much. I think he has to be more, to use more his instinct. That is really good. He did a fantastic save because when he reacts, is really top. When he has to act, sometimes he does some mistakes in that situation. But he's still a young goalkeeper, still young with a lot of quality, and there he can improve.
Oh, just on that then, Carlo, and just finally from me then as well. You're saying, because some people have looked at Jordan and says in certain situations he needs to calm himself down a little bit, but are you saying that's not necessarily the case?
But I think this is a character. It's difficult to change the character of the people. I think on the pitch he has to be focused on what he's doing, knowing, and he knows where is his limit, and also we have to know. He has to know where is his quality.
Thanks, Carlo. Good luck.
Ian from Premier League Productions, please.
Hello, Carlo. Your home form so far this season in the Premier League has been really good. The only aspect of it that hasn't been as good has been defensively with keeping clean sheets. Does it irritate you that you've not been able to do that in the Premier League yet, or you're not concerned because the results have been so good?
Oh, we are working on this because this is true. We had only one clean sheet the first game against Tottenham, where we defended really well, and so we are working on it. We have to defend better. I totally agree, and I told the player we have to defend better because most of the goals that we conceded were individual mistakes, not tactical mistakes, but we have to improve there because it's really important to keep clean sheet.
When there is tight games in the matches coming forward, like potentially against Manchester United this weekend, obviously with your experience of these level of games as well, keeping clean sheets, how much of an advantage does that give you when the matches are so tight? Because you can rely on just one goal if goals are hard to come by in these games. Whereas if you're not keeping clean sheets, it clearly makes everything far more complicated for you.
Yeah, if you keep clean sheet, at the worst is a draw, and so I want to keep the thing simple. Clean sheet is as important step to try to win the game. To defend well is not a problem of quality; is only a problem of sacrifice and concentration.
And in terms of the match against Manchester United, do you simply just prepare to face the United that beat Leipzig 5-0 as opposed to maybe the team we've seen in the last couple of games?
We prepare the game as usual, trying to find some weakness that they have, that every team in the world has, and try to work on this. We are sure that tomorrow will be a difficult game because they have all the qualities that team needs. They have creativity, they have power, they have good organization. So it will be difficult, but we want to do our best.
And on James Rodriguez, can I just check, how fit is he, Carlo? Is he fit enough easily to start this game, or do you have a late decision to make about exactly how fit he is?
He said that he's 100%. I have some doubt that he's 100%, but it doesn't matter. For me, it will be important also if he is able to show his 50%.
Thank you.
Alistair from the BBC.
Hi, Carlo. I just wanted to ask, obviously, you mentioned there about dealing without James and Richarlison and Seamus Coleman the last few weeks. You said before, I think the first game when they were all out, that it was an opportunity for other players to come in and take their chance. How would you assess how they have taken their opportunity?
Oh, of course, I understand that for a player that didn't play usually, it's more difficult to come back in the game, some difficult games as we had. And so maybe the performances of this player was not at the top, but I still have trust in this player. And I think it was not, I think we didn't lose these two games because we missed Richarlison, James, because we didn't play well. This is the reason. And not only they didn't play well, not only the player that substitute this player. As a team, we didn't play well. And this was the reason because we didn't win.
And looking ahead to tomorrow, there's been a lot of talk this week about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and his position as a manager. When you look at what he's done at the club, and you mentioned there things have been up and down, do you have some sympathy with him?
Well, in general, I have sympathy for all the manager. That is a difficult job. I have more experience than Ole Gunnar, and I can say him that when the things are not good, there is only one responsible. That is the manager. And so no doubt for this, but manager is under pressure. Every manager is under pressure. And I can say this is a privilege. The pressure that we have is a privilege. And so we have to be able to analyze ourselves, but with a cold mind.
And just last of all from me, you talk about pressure on managers there and how it's a privilege. But is it easier, do you think, as a manager, the fact that there are no fans in the stadium in a minute? I know obviously you want the fans there for the atmosphere, but is there less pressure on a manager because the fans aren't there?
I don't think so. I think it's an advantage, but for the fact that we can talk more directly to the player, and when there is the noise of the crowd, it's difficult to have a direct communication with them. Apart from this, I think the pressure is still the same. And as I said, it's a privilege because I think that as more pressure, people that has to wake up 4 a.m. and go to work.
Okay, thanks, Carlo. Good luck.
Bye.
James from Radio Merseyside.
Hello, Carlo. How much of a boost will it be on the defensive side of things to have both Luca Dean and Seamus Coleman back this weekend, and not just in terms of the defensive side, but just for what they bring to the team?
No, I forgot to say that also Gate is back, and so it will not easy to find the back four that are going to start tomorrow. But I think it's important to have these players, experienced players, quality players. It's really important. For the first time since we start the season, I had all the squad available apart from Gabaman, but and this is a good sign. This is a really good sign.
And someone who was drafted into the squad last week, Ellis Sims, I appreciate he's very much on the periphery, but how ready would he be, hypothetically, if you had to call on him?
Oh, we have good players in the academy. They are improving all the time. We had possibility. I try to bring them in training, and Ellis is doing well with the under-23. Is doing well when he trains with us, and so it can be a future as all the player of the academy. It can be the future of this club. I'm always the player of the academy. They need to have this dream.
Thank you, Carlo.
We'll take one from Carl at PA.
Hi, Carlo. Just a quick one from me, going back to something you said about Jordan Pickford and the way he is on the pitch. Do you think he's been not himself? He's been trying to be something. There's something he's not, trying to be what he thinks a goalkeeper should be, rather than just being himself. No,
I don't think that we are talking too much about Jordan Pickford. I know that he's the number one of the national team, but last week he said to me it's the first time after 7 years that he was on the bench. I was surprised for this because he's still really young, and that's it. He has to improve by mistakes, as all the goalkeeper did in their career. I had fantastic goalkeeper, young like Buffon, like others that improved their quality through the mistake that they did in training. And it will be the same for Jordan, because the quality and also the character, the personality is there. And so no doubt that he is, and he will be better in the future.
We'll just take one from Louis Restorapo, please.
Hello, Carlo. How are you?
Hello.
How are you?
¿Qué hablamos de?
¿Cómo
We
estás?
talk about
Yes. James and Mina. They got
James and Mina.
Yes, they got the green light, the permission of the club to travel to Colombia for the international break, because in South America there are a lot of rumors about the lockdown in England, and then some players cannot travel and stuff. They got the green light to travel to Colombia for the international break?
All the player that has a call from the national teams are allowed to travel. So also them.
Okay, and you said then James said to you that he's 100%. But in your opinion, is James Rodriguez 100% to play against Manchester United and to be fit with the national team, the Colombian national team?
I don't know if he's going to play with the national team. It's not my problem. He's going to play tomorrow, and I hope that he can do his best. I don't know if he's 100%, but as I said, we need him also if he's not 100%. But physically, he's okay. So 100% physically. He recovered from his little problem that he had. At this stage, we have no doubt, because if there was a doubt to put him in risk to play, he didn't play. There is no risk to have other injury.
Okay, that concludes the open section of the press conference. So we'll now move on to the